Take your time and share when you feel comfortable. I know we're all feeling a little tense, that's fine.
I look down at the ground, keeping my poem in hand. I really do not want to share this.
It's okay. I won't be too harsh on you. You'll get better with time.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Well, I am the president of the literature club, so...
Okay, I get it. Here. With my eyes kept firmly on the ground, I hand Monica my poem. I don't ever look up until she hands it back to me. Just lay it on me, I know it sucks.
Really? Come on, keep your chin up. It was a good first attempt.
Now I know you're just lying to make me feel better. Be honest.
I am. This is a good first attempt. It has this sort of nostalgic feeling to it. Was that your intention?
I guess you could say that, yeah. It's basically my feelings about coming back here.
I can see that. Well, I'll be honest, this kind of poetry isn't really my style.
I knew it. It wasn't good for you.
That wasn't what I said at all, Hallie. Have a little bit of confidence in yourself. You seem to have grasped its fundamentals, at least. You wrote something that makes you feel, and that feeling is a longing for the past. Even if it's something I wouldn't write about, I can appreciate the effort put into it. But here's a little tip. Don't over-rely on corny metaphors.
Corny metaphors?
Corny as in, when I left, it felt like your sun had turned into a supernova. Which, honestly, I don't even think it's corny, it's just bad.
I don't even know what I was doing when I wrote that. I guess I just thought it sounded cool.
A lot of things will sound cool at first. When you look back at it, it's gonna sound awful.
Yeah, I had that moment of realization myself when I looked back through it. But I was on a time crunch. I wouldn't have made something better in such little time. And wait, isn't the whole point of poetry metaphors and stuff?
Not really. Poetry used those elements, but that's not what poetry is. It's about expressing a feeling in distinctive ways. It's like making music, kinda. There are many different ways to go about it, but it all circles to one idea.
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
I can get why you'd be confused. Most famous poets use a bunch of figurative language to express themselves.
Like Emily Dickinson earlier.
Yeah. Metaphors and figurative language are usually my style of poetry, so my opinion will differ from another person's. You should show this to Sayori, she'll love it. It feels like you wrote your poem for her.
She was my second choice, actually. And yeah, I did kinda write this for her.
What do you mean, kinda? You couldn't have made it any more obvious.
Damn it, you got me. It's just, she's done so much for me. I feel so sorry leaving her behind. I want to make it up to her any way I can.
I'm sure she feels the same way too. But that's beside the point. We're getting too off topic here. Can I share what I wrote with you?
Is there really a can if the activity is to share poems?
You're right, there isn't a choice. Just remember what I told you about analyzing poems, cause mine's pretty metaphorical in of itself.
If your poetry is anything like Emily Dickinson's, I know I'm being for a hard time.
No, I don't think I'll ever be anything like her. She does influence my writing style though, but she's not the end all be all of it. Here, see for yourself.
She holds her hand out, which contains her poem. I tug it out of her hand and begin to read. Make sure I've got this bar right here. There we go.
Tides. Change can only happen to an extent. Peering out my window, I see the beginning and the end. The sun paints the sky a brilliant orange, and while I keep hoping, I sadly know the truth all too well. I am not the author of this story. Everything I've done, and everything I'm going to do, was and has been predetermined. I sit and watch as the tides threaten me with each forward movement. The sunset over the horizon falls lower and lower, until the orange finally fades and the end has arrived, and I am once again pulled out to sea. So, what do you think?
It's about what I expected when you talked about metaphorical. Feels kind of depressing, too.
Sounds like I've accomplished what I intended. Abstract poetry is great for expressing your feelings in a very indirect manner. Like, let's say if my best friend were to die.
That's...
It's only a hypothetical, don't worry. But let's say they do. Now, but it'd be hard to express those kind of feelings directly, especially in my case.
So you're putting your feelings down in a way that can have many different meanings.
Now you're starting to get it.
Are you feeling okay? Because, I mean, just look at your poem. I am not the author of this story. Are you a believer in fate or something?
I should have known that was too on the nose. Look, it's a recent development for me. That's all it is.
How recent?
Are you gonna be nosy again?
It's related to yesterday, isn't it?
Hallie, didn't I tell you yesterday that it's none of your business? I don't want to talk about it. You guys wouldn't like it at all.
Didn't you say that it wasn't too serious yesterday, though? Whatever happened to that?
Hallie, don't make me repeat myself again. It's nobody's business, not yours or the club's.
I really want to push her harder and try to get some answers, but honestly, her hostility is becoming less endearing. Like, wow, being like this isn't gonna make people stop being concerned over you. Is she even aware of that? I want to say yes, but what am I, a psychic? Ugh, fine. I don't get why you're like this.
I just don't want to think about it. It'll ruin whatever we have going on right now. I wouldn't want to put that sort of pressure on anybody.
Wouldn't this just make the others more concerned?
It's better that they stay concerned. If the truth came out, they'd be... Damn it, I don't want to think about it. It's too much. Let's move on, okay? So, did you have any questions about my poem?
Hold on, we can't just move on after all this. I had one earlier. Alright, guess my thoughts cannot coexist with what I end up saying.
Oh, right, if I believe in fate or not. I guess I can answer that. While I'm a believer in free will, sometimes there are situations in your life that already have your entire future set. Let's say somebody were to die eventually. Whatever you do doesn't matter, as your future is already set. You'll die, and eventually you'll be forgotten. If somebody were to have a terminal illness, their future is already set. They'll be dead before they can live to their fullest. That's their fate.
Sure, but you don't have to live life like that. You don't need to die on a whimper. What would you do if you were in a situation like that?
I'd try my best to live the life I want.
Exactly. That's how I live all the time. I know I'm not changing the world, so...
You're very observant, you know. I have no doubt in my mind that you'd make a great poet in the future.
Well, that's flattering to hear. Personally, I still think I suck.
Personally, I wouldn't sell yourself short. As long as you keep doing it, you'll improve. That's the motto of life, after all.
You're right. Well... Monica, you're getting distracted. What are you looking at? And then she zips over from the left. Oh, I see.
I just hope Natsuki doesn't get into another argument with Yuri.
Are they that bad?
Yes, they constantly argue. It gets really annoying, you'll see. Did you not like it?
No, nothing like that. But it's definitely fancy, though.
I see. Yours is... Never mind.
What do you mean, never mind? Is my poem that much of a waste of time to you?
No, not at all. I just didn't want to say anything that could offend you.
Oh, please, nothing you can say will possibly faze me. I've heard it all.
I guess if you say so. Your style's cute.
Cute? Really? That's all you had to say? You were better off not saying it. Never mind, I'm not gonna get in trouble over this.
Huh?
Forget about it. I'm gonna go share with Sam right now.
Phew.
You managed to shut the whole thing down before they even started.
I'd like to think I'm pretty intimidating.
If that weren't obvious.
I know. Next week will be much better. I promise.
I hope so. You do look kind of scary when mad.
Yeah, I get that a lot. In hindsight, though, maybe this activity wasn't the best idea.
How come?
Natsuki would have blown up on Yuri if she didn't notice us. And I'm tired of constantly telling her to cut it out. But hey, at least she got the hint and controlled herself. I'll go share my poem with Yuri, and then we'll talk about our future plans afterward.
Got it.
Okay, everyone, before we all leave, I want to talk about poem sharing. First of all, what did we think? I didn't know Ellie was a good writer at all. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, it was fine, but...
It was whatever. I still think we could have had a much better way to do all this.
I agree. Which is why I want to drop poetry sharing for the rest of the week. An uncomfortable environment leads to our emotions overriding all rational thought. Indeed.
Oh, you actually cared about what we thought? Put that one in the history book.
Natsuki.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You're the only one who wants to do the festival even after we kept telling you that not only do we not have enough time to prepare, but also that literally nobody else cares about this.
I care. It's supposed to be a special event for us.
You're literally the VP, of course you'd agree with her. You're basically just her puppet.
You don't want to blow your last chance here now, do you, Natsuki? Look around you. Nobody's enjoying your antics. And yes, Natsuki, I know your planning should have been done earlier, but other matters have been at the forefront of my mind. What matters is that we're at least doing something, so why don't we look at it like that for once? Anyway, that's today's session wrapped up. We'll resume tomorrow.
How's it going? So, what do you think we're doing for the festival, Sayori?
I don't know. Monika's gonna have to think about it. I don't think plans will change that much from what we have already, in regards to the festival at least. But we'll definitely have to make some adjustments there.
Sayori sighs.
And I don't think Monica likes that at all.
How come?
Well, Monica actually wanted to do something like this weeks ago. But I guess those hopes are gone. Don't be surprised if she acts more moody tomorrow. Or moodier, perhaps.
She's already acting pretty moody. Like, she and Natsuki just do not like each other at all from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, she wasn't kidding when she said Natsuki was our last chance. I know Natsuki can act like an asshole most of the time, but I feel pretty bad for her.
But, like, why? When did this start happening?
It started a few weeks ago. As for why, Monica's really hellbent on wanting everyone to get along. But sometimes she misses what are such obvious social cues that I honestly get kind of mad at it. And I'm not one who easily gets mad.
So it's that bad?
Yup. But hey, that's actually why I'm gonna be VP. Pretty cool fact, huh?
I can see it. You always told me you were good at emotions.
I guess that's one good thing going for me. Out of all the bad things.
Hey, come on now, you're good at a lot of things. Like writing. I really liked your poem.
I made it in 10 minutes because my dumbass forgot to write it last night.
If that was done in 10 minutes, then imagine what you could write in 10 hours.
If only I had the energy to write for 10 hours. But I really liked your poem too. You think I could keep it? I like being reminded of all the fun times we had.
Sure, it's not like we're doing poem sharing anymore. I unzip my bag and pull out my poem for today.
Thanks.
She takes it from my hands and waves goodbye to enter her house. The fatigue of today crashes onto me like a wave as I fall onto my bed. Man, wouldn't it be great if I didn't have homework to do? I would be able to sleep until the next day. I glance over at my desk. So, I don't gotta write any more poems, huh? Here, I'd be jumping for joy that nobody's gonna be reading my garbage writing anymore. But you know, it's kind of disappointing, especially since her advice was actually pretty good. Maybe actually implementing it could give me a chance to grow closer to her. Am I worth the time, though? Oh boy, here it comes. All the negative Nancy talk about how I'm ultimately just the most boring person in existence. Capitalize proper names like Nancy. Even I'm getting tired of hearing about it, and these are literally my own thoughts. I guess one poem wouldn't hurt. Damn it! I'm back at square one again. I know I shouldn't have tried this again. My pen rolls onto the paper as I cast it aside my desk. I'm done. I'll focus on it later. But for right now, my Steam games and Discord servers are waiting for me. Oh, there's also homework, but who cares? This stuff is much more fun. Oh, you're fucking with me at this point. Alright, who's the next unknown number to come make their unwelcome presence on my contacts list? Is it scam likely? Oh wait, no, never mind, it's Monica. Good thing it's not another scammer, but well, couldn't she have called at any other time? I'm in the mood for some fun, man. Might as well answer it. I answer the call. You gonna say anything? Like hello or whatever? Just leave her hanging there for 9 seconds? And got greeted by two things. The first being a muffled piano melody in the background. And the other thing...
Yo, Hallie!
Natsuki? The hell? Did I get the wrong number? I thought this was Monica's number. Oh yeah, I didn't point this out previously, but... Why is my name MC in the phone app?
It is.
Why is Natsuki here then?
Everyone's here, Holly. Monica wanted to do a group call. Yeah, I just wanted to check up on you guys. Mainly see if this worked or not. Guess I got the answer.
Why did you want to do a group call?
Just felt like it, I guess. Plus, I kinda want to hear your voices. Monica, is that piano playing in the background? Yeah, it's piano. Funny thing is, I was supposed to start practice today. Oh, you're getting into piano. I've dabbled in a bit of violin myself, so maybe we could be a future duet. That sounds very nice. I love the soft melody of a piano after a long and tedious day. It's the best feeling. I assume it's the same with violin for you, right, Yuri? Indeed. I can always count on music to provide me with inspiration.
Okay, we get it. You two are classical nerds. Where even are you anyway? I know I'm in your house.
Well, it's kinda embarrassing to admit.
What, you at an anime convention or some shit?
No, not that embarrassing.
Good, those places are awful.
Well, where are you?
Well...
Monica, are you still there? I think she's not responding.
Fuck's sake. I really am getting tired of this cat and mouse game. Monica, stop being so quiet and tell us where you are.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I was just talking to somebody. What did you all want?
Bullshit, where are you?
Fine, I'm at the hospital.
Wow, now, was that so hard to admit?
Why are you at the hospital anyway?
Mom dragged me along to one of her appointments. I still don't get why she does it. But hey, the piano's nice to listen to at least. Isn't your mom overseas, though? Oh crap, I forgot to tell you guys. She's visiting for a few months. These appointments are usually bi-weekly. Just general checkups and all that jazz.
So is that twice a week or every other week?
I'm sorry for not mentioning it earlier. That's okay, Monica, we're all forgetful. Some more than others.
Yeah,